Mike Ross of indie publisher No More Robots wonders aloud why Steam hasn't auto-filtered the term DEI when used in any review. Okay, let's hear him out. What does this say? Oh, hold on before I read anything. Blue sky. Oh god, okay. Good start. Yeah. Blue sky. We had an overwhelming positive score on Steam, then these 2 reviews rolled in. Why does Valve allow this? What does it say? Woke game also has Muslims not recommended. Too much forced politics. Literally only took me 15 seconds to start getting force-fed DEI nonsense. Love the art and music though. Wish more games would use isometric pixel art. Okay. Wait, there's more? Oh yeah. Like, I just checked the Yes, You're Great Steam page. This is literally the latest review. Are we okay? Just sitting all over our Steam pages now. At first, I was gonna praise the game for not filling a medieval fantasy setting with black lesbians for no reason, but then I realized they just waited until part 2 to start jamming in all the DEI crap. Oh, there's even more. Oh my god, rent-free, hello? Don't worry, I responded to this one too. At first, I was gonna praise the game for not filling a medieval fantasy setting with black DEI. Alright, I read this right. Hey, yeah, you make me feel embarrassed to be British. Please go refund the game and then crawl back into the hole you came from. Cheers. Oh my god, they're crashing. Wait, I didn't know that developers could do that. Wait a minute. Oh my god, he started crashing out. I didn't even know that was a thing. Chat, I didn't know. Oh no! You're such a retard. I'm just so fucking tired with all of this. Valve does nothing to solve it. Everyone can see it's getting worse and worse. Haven't they just put a filter on the term DEI? Why are they cool with this? It fucking baffles me. Since I posted this yesterday, the Right of I Hate Muslims review has doubled down and it added that they also hate transgender people. Valve removed my flag from the review with nothing done about it. The review remains up on our Steam page. I say again, is this what Steam is now? So they added, instead of just this, they added this whole fucking rant because this guy replied to it. Oh my god, generational dev crash out. That's crazy, dude. Again, let's start off by making this obvious, because I already see stupid people getting mad if I don't clarify. I think not wanting to buy a game because it has Muslims in it is a stupid review. Obviously. However, you should have the right to say it. And the right to leave the review. I do. I think everybody has the right to voice their opinion. Even if it's stupid or wrong. It doesn't matter if I think it's stupid or wrong or right. They're allowed to leave a review because they bought the game and they played it and they want to say what they want to say. The principle of the matter is that once you start censoring reviews for any reason, you start sliding down the, what is it called? The slippery slope. And then, luckily for us, this retard has perfectly managed to demonstrate just that. Yes. It will always start under the pretense that there's like, they're trying to like protect something. Whether that something is like kids or some marginalized group or women or whatever, I don't give a fuck. It will eventually devolve into, well, oh, if a review has the phrase DEI in it, it should be removed automatically. No, retard, newsflash. You don't get to, like, be the arbiter of what people do and do not want to buy or how they should review things. You don't get to decide for other people how they spend their money or what makes them want to buy or not buy a video game. That's not how it works, bro. If there's a large demographic of people that instantly decide they don't want to buy a game because it has DEI in it, that's their prerogative. That's the whole point of a free marketplace. It's stupid. And again, no amount and crying that it's racist will change that. People don't fucking care. Also, you'll notice the obvious first red flag. I already pointed it out. Blue Sky. All of this ranting was on Blue Sky. Obviously, this is a Blue Sky Andy, because he knows if he said this on Twitter, he'd get fucking ratioed into the Shadow Realm. Because he would actually get pushback, and he would get mocked relentlessly. He's just an entirely emotional person with an emotional thought process. Like women, to be completely honest with you. And he doesn't see, like, the issue with mindlessly starting to censor people for opinions that he doesn't like. The other thing that really irks me about this whole thing is like, we had an overwhelmingly positive score on Steam, then these 2 reviews rolled in. Why do you care? I've seen plenty of reviews of amazing restaurants with like hundreds of thousands of praise, and then there's like one person who's like, this place fucking sucks, 1-star review. Nobody fucking cares. Like, why are you so insecure? This screams insane insecurity to me, like, personally. That's like my 2 cents though. Again, it is insane to me how you get so mad and basically streisand defect yourself into like bringing attention to this. And just to clarify, this last part when he said the guy that he said that the guy that said he doesn't like Muslims also doesn't like transgenders. This is what I'm talking about, because what will end up happening is retards like Mike Rose will either be too stupid to understand or like willfully ignorant of the difference between this review and the review of someone who says like, I don't care for transgenders, are if my transgenders are in my game, as long as they're not shoved into it to check a box and for no other reason than that, which is what we say on this channel all the time. They won't be able to like establish a difference. They'll just like see, oh, I don't care, and then they just freak out. They don't have, like, critical thinking skills. I can only imagine how much worse it'll get for him now. I know, it's so... It's sad, but, like, funny at the same time. Like, they never learn. They see it happening to other people, and they're like, oh, well, it won't happen to me, and then boom. Again, the bottom line is that if you censor the idiot with a stupid opinion, or you think it's a stupid opinion, you're gonna end up censoring all of the reasonable people, in my opinion. Because people like Mike Rose don't want a safe environment for games to develop. They don't give a fuck about Muslims or transgenders. They want to control you with an iron fist. They don't want to ban hate speech. They want to ban all speech that they disagree with. It starts with them like saying they want to protect the space from bigotry, and it ends with no one being able to criticize their retardation. Like anything, any form of criticism, oh, I don't like that, sorry, ugh. Again, at the end of the day, who gives a fuck if your entire game has overwhelmingly positive and you for some godforsaken reason unironically get one guide by like 2 people who said, hey, I don't like this game, it has Muslims in it. Okay then who gives a fuck? They'll refine the fucking game and won't play it. Ah, son of a bitch. Oh no, my water. Oh, it spilled on the floor. Son of a bitch. Ugh. It's so stupid. And again, Asmon of course commented on it. He said, pathetic dev wanting to censor the world because their game is getting bad reviews. 2 bad reviews. People like this can't compete in the free marketplace of ideas and need reservations where the retarded ideas are protected. Yeah, like blue skies so they can shit, piss, and cum in their pants, dude. A lot of people identify as non-binary when they see DEI. Yeah. Steam is letting the chaos reign of Filter Squad here. Steam is earning the big bucks for accepting DEI. I disagree. It's almost like the purpose of reviews is to warn the potential buyers from wasting money on things they dislike, such as DEI. They wants to mislead the customers by using filter censorship. I don't even think it's about that. It's this cringe thing where people like, oh, I care about minorities, I care about virtue signaling about this thing. But if they actually criticized the game and said it sucked, they would probably try and censor that as well under the pretense of like, oh, well, they're criticizing me. They'll filter the entire review and say like, oh, well, I don't like the music or whatever, and also this and that. And they'll be like, oh, well, that's racist! That's what's gonna happen. That's why they want Steam to fail, huh? Nice rack, bro. I want to respond in good faith, but I also know there's people who are trying to steal it for saying no to word to friends in an online private game. Additionally, I think after 2020, the grievances with games publishers caving to political correctness and getting extra money from left-wing organizations are legitimate. Yeah, we saw what happened with, what is it called? Fucking Dust Fartborn? No, you're not allowed to criticize my objectively banned, really poorly made game. No, you're racist. Dustbin? Yeah, that one. Because gamers want to know if it's a DEI game, Mike, stop making a slop. I've had my opinion on people calling everything DEI. I have. People think that putting certain things in video games automatically labels it DEI. Like putting a woman at the front cover of it being DEI, even if the character is well made. I don't care if people are criticizing it. They're allowed to. Yeah. I already just lost on anyone that he's complaining about this post by being on Blue Sky. Well, yeah, because if you went on Twitter where, like, you can't, like, hide replies and there's not that many people, yeah, obviously, they're probably going to get, like, put through the ringer. Just like I'm allowed to ignore their opinion, I've ignored bad reviews on restaurants because I thought people were dumb. That's the whole point of your views. You read it as a person. You may disagree. Oh, so for example, you may disagree and say like, oh, well, that looks like a woman. Who gives a fuck, right? They're allowed to post it because that's their opinion. They're allowed to they're not gonna buy the game. Who gives a fuck? They're allowed to complain. Being on Blue Sky is just a self-report for wanting censorship for things you don't agree with instantly. Yeah, pretty much. I wouldn't care if those retarded devs didn't insult the people who ignore their garbage games. Yeah. No, I mean, again, it's always like, oh, my criticism, you're an incel. It's like, what if I'm not an incel? Oh, well, then you're a pick-me. It's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna buy your game then. I'm allowed to criticize it if I'm not gonna buy it. It's the people that say, please cater to me as an audience, and then they pivot and say, oh, well, I'm not gonna buy your game because of XYZ. It's so fucking annoying. That's why the game industry and like a lot of industries in general, they cater to an audience that doesn't buy their game no matter what, and they just post about it on Twitter. It's irritating. Just make a game for an audience that you truly believe in that's gonna buy your game, because at the end of the day you are making money. It's not for like for funsies, haha, I'm doing it because I have lots of money. Most people don't have millions and billions of dollars. Yeah. At the end of the day, I do think that this person unironically streisand affected themselves, and now there's gonna be a bunch of people that are gonna criticize your game and play the game and be like, I don't really like it, and then they're gonna try and censor it, and then we go around the same dance, and they're gonna blame everyone in the incels. They're gonna blame Twitter. Sorry, not Sunny. Sorry, should have left the reviews up. Nobody would have given a fuck. I've had nasty reviews, or not reviews, but like nasty comments left in my YouTube. I don't censor them. I've had people disagree with me. I don't give a fuck. There's a dislike button. There's some dislike buttons on, or like high dislike ratios on my videos that people disagree with. I don't fucking freak out and delete them. People are so dumb. You know what happens? You do this streisand effect and bring attention to yourself and make people realize that you really, really care about people's opinion a lot. Yeah, that's all I had to say about this shit.
Oh, fire. Fire, fire.